Hi, Marcia. It's so nice to meet you.
Hi, it's nice to meet you
So,
too.
have you actually ever been to a psychic medium?
You know, I actually had a reading once, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it was terrible. They charged me $300. She asked me a lot of questions, and I
Uh,
think she got whatever she was telling me, she just like got it out of me and told me the same information. Then she told me, I had a curse and I had to come back to her. It was like more money. It was honestly like after that, I've never been to a psychic since. It was just, you
to
know,
be honest with you, when you hear the word curse, run for the hills. But also,
yes,
I don't even,
that's what I did.
yeah, right. I don't even need your confirmation on this, but I guarantee she did not have a reputable track record. And don't feel bad about that because it's not a matter of intelligence. Sometimes these people can be absolutely ridiculous, and then sometimes they can actually be very convincing. But when someone says you have a curse, that's when you got to run for the hills. You're very beautiful, by the way, and you have amazing energy. And I can't wait to change your mind.
Thank you. We'll see if you can because I'm pretty tough.
Do you
But
consider yourself a skeptic?
when it comes to psychic, yes.
Okay, good. I was hoping you would say that because I love you guys because you guys don't expect anything. So
No
know that
expectation.
when, yeah, know when I read, it is my job to bring through not generalities. It's my job to bring through hardcore specifics. Okay. And then again, I use my channeled and automatic writing to convey those messages. So if I say names or initials, do not say the actual name. Like if I give you an initial, don't say the name because I often allow spirit to write that down and give you that validation. So a simple yes or no. I'm not going to be asking you questions. I'm just going to be asking if something makes sense to you. So a yes or no would be perfect. Don't afraid to say no. And definitely, if I get something, feel free that you can share that with the public, but do not be afraid to say no because spirit always loves to validate. And that's what we're going to do today.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to connect with you now. Go ahead, take a moment to yourself. Know that before we get started, I always like to say a little bit of a prayer. My job in doing this is really to, again, validate, give you an authentic experience. And my prayer for you is that your loved ones will step through and not just give generalities, but give massive specifics. And again, I absolutely just want to give you that validation. I want you to feel your loved ones, and we're going to begin right now.
Okay.
So, it was interesting when we were just talking here. I actually saw a signing symbol that I've never seen before. First but foremost, I heard the word devastating division and devastating separation. Okay. But it was weird because I actually saw a wedding ring. And again, I've never seen this before, but he wrote down separation, division, showed me a wedding ring, and it actually turned into ashes, and I saw it blow away. So please know that he reports and writes down sweetheart. He also writes down husband. Is your husband departed?
Yes.
So please know that he takes this opportunity to step forward. One of the first things that he made me feel was he was actually on hands and knees opening up a box, and it was a wedding ring. And he keeps on saying, even though you guys were married, I don't think, from what I'm getting here, that you guys perhaps had actual wedding rings. He's showing me like matching necklaces. And let's be honest, that is not a common thing. But what he's showing me is he's on hands and knees asking to be married to you again. But again, he opens up a box and there's an actual wedding ring. It's funny because he's showing me like, when people have like those best friend necklaces, of course,
Yeah.
that's the case of what I would imagine you guys had, but matching necklaces is what I'm getting because he almost puts that ring that he's giving you in spirit and kind of puts it through the necklace to acknowledge that there was, again, not a ring before, matching necklaces. Does that make sense?
It does. We did have matching necklaces. We didn't have rings.
Okay. I mean, see
I know.
that is a massive validation. So please know, because not many people can relate with that. Not many people relate with the fact of being married but not having physical rings. Again, matching necklaces, but he's giving you a ring in spirit now. Okay.
He was shopping for a ring right before he passed away, as a matter of fact. It was like a whole thing for us, you know.
See, that's what I got too, is he had wrote down ring, and then he also wrote down past. So please note, it's his way of acknowledging that he was shopping for that ring prior to passing. But hey, you know what? He's keeping his word and he's absolutely kneeling down and giving you that ring now. Okay. And then, do you actually still have the necklace?
Yes.
So
Yes.
please know that
Mine and his, yeah.
amazing,
Yeah.
because he shows both of them still connected to you. But it was funny though, because in spirit, they can do whatever they want. He's actually still wearing it. Okay. So know when you go to those necklaces, know that he is absolutely present. Okay. Now, what's weird is number one, I feel things very physical. I'm actually having a reaction right now. Um, I felt sick to my stomach. Like I can literally hear my stomach gurgling. I felt like I was bloated. I felt like I was vomiting. And he's giving me the experience of what he was going through prior to his departure. But massive vomiting, massive stomach fluctuation. Like I literally can feel my stomach turning. But interestingly enough, though, he actually cuts my breathing. That's my common sign and symbol that he actually was struggling breathing
He
because
was.
what's that?
He had like this massive bloat that
Yeah.
I've never seen before in my life. And yeah, it was hard for him to breathe.
It's interesting because again, he's acknowledging that he had that massive blow, but know that he is not carrying that disease, illness, or ailment. He actually looks amazing on the other side. Okay, so just know that he is actually able to walk free from any disability and or ailment. Okay. What was
I'm happy to
interesting?
hear that.
What was interesting though is
Yeah.
again, he's giving me the bloat. He's giving me, again, the stomach turning, but he actually wrote through the word cancer. So I'm assuming that would be indicative to what I just explained. I think it was stomach cancer or cancer in that regional area. Is that correct?
It was. You're absolutely correct.
Can I ask you a question? Because he shows me the holding of the hands, which is my common sign and symbol that you were actually present for his death. Um,
I was with him.
okay, great. Even though, of course, you never wanted to say goodbye, he actually said that you did say to him that it's okay to let go. Okay. But even though you didn't want to, he's thanking you for that opportunity to prepare him for spirit. Now, what's crazy is he actually pushes the nurse's hat towards you, and you're not a nurse. Is that correct?
No, but I took care of him like I was a nurse, and you're so right. I did tell
Yeah.
him it's okay to leave, and it was really hard for me. It took me time to actually get to that point where, I was able to tell it to him.
So, what he's saying is again, he pushes the nurse's hat, but again, states that you're not a nurse. Okay. But you gave that to him. No, it's his way of acknowledging what you just said. I love that that symbolism was so in connection with you because you knew exactly what I was going to say. It's
course.
his way of saying thank you for caring for me, but most importantly, not treating him as if he was sick. Okay.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. I never treated him like he was sick. Or I
Correct.
always believed he didn't make it.
And he says, thank you so much for creating that space where you were absolutely above and beyond amazing. So don't ever hold any coulda, woulda, shoulda, only if. To be honest with you, you played your role as an amazing wife, but you also provided something that some people don't get, and the fact that you were able to see his last breath and to give him that confirmation, to let go because he was afraid. He was afraid. He was afraid to leave you. But I also feel like in that moment, he wasn't necessarily sure what was going to happen. And he's telling you when your time comes, which is no time close at all, he's telling you, don't be afraid. But he's acknowledging that he was afraid. He acknowledged
Oh,
that.
I can't believe you even saying that. He,
Are, are
it's 100% like you hitting on all the things. Yeah.
Yeah, because he shows me his face and I can I can feel that fear,
Yes.
of course, because naturally, you are the love of his life. And I think that he was afraid for you, but I'm actually feeling it for himself.
For
He,
himself.
yeah,
He
exactly.
was terrified. There was a
He was
moment when
terrified.
I was terrified by seeing the fear in his face. Like it was horrific. Like it was nothing I've ever seen in my life.
He even acknowledges that he questioned his belief system at that moment in time. I don't think he really knew what to believe because he was scared. But he's telling you, don't be afraid. Okay. Now, the one thing that I thought was interesting is now, did you guys have a dog together? Because he's acknowledging playing around with your dog. So if you ever hear your dog barking, acting out, acting weird, please know that he's playing with your husband.
That's cute because when you have a dog together.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
he loves dogs. Like he was just all about his dogs.
Awesome.
Any kind of dogs, anyway.
And you still have that dog that you guys had together, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so please know it's his way of acknowledging that he is around that dog. So when you hear him barking, know it's because he sees your husband. But interestingly enough, he actually talks about the fact that you don't feel him since he's passed. I really don't think that you've had like that aha moment, that you're feeling him. And that's why I'm so happy that you took this opportunity to allow me to hopefully change your mind, because these are the things that he's always wanting you to know. Number one, he talks directly about your work, and he's acknowledging like an old 90s floppy disk. I don't know if you remember those. In the 90s, they had those, flat disks. This is my common sign of symbol. It tends to be technology. It tends to be web work or design. Not design as in fashion or anything like that. Design is like website design. And then he also writes down the word media as well.
I can't believe you're saying that. Because that's what, him and I used to do. And that's what I still do is web design.
I swear to God, I was just going to say that this is something that you guys did together. Okay, cool. So it is something you guys did together.
Yeah.
He's acknowledging that there was a moment that you fulfilled something that he wanted to do, and that you fulfilled that in that work. And he's taken this opportunity to congratulate you. And he's so happy about it because I believe it was, again, a goal that he wanted to create, but you created it. You did it for yourself. He's proud of you, but you also kind of did it like, in the sense of the two of you guys. And I think that he is just,
cool.
Is that true?
Yes, because there were some things that he wasn't able to finish because he died. And, I had to do them and it was really hard. And, and felt like he was there with me, helping me, and I was able to do it because of
There's
his
no
help.
doubt. There's no doubt. So again, as I mentioned, when you don't necessarily like get, because I think that we want like that moment where we're kind of like hit over the head and it's like boom, we either see them or we feel them in a crazy way. But please know, when you achieved that goal, that was him working with you. Okay, but also this is his way of connecting that he is still with you. Okay, he is with you more than you think, but the problem is they don't want to be remembered as sick. They don't want to replace memories. So if they're constantly connecting with you, it doesn't allow you the healing process. Okay. Because he made me feel that he keeps on saying, Drew, when I passed and up until the time that I passed, I feel like he was his looks just in general, you could tell, again, bloated,
Yeah,
again, just his look overall was not as you remember him. And that's the
not at
one thing
all.
is
He looked
he
like somebody else. Like it was hard to even recognize him.
exactly. And that's what I was gonna say. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was gonna say that when he saw that when he passed, he didn't even recognize himself, but you
Yeah,
never treated him as if he looked any different. And that's what I mean by why he pushes the nurse's hat towards you, because you took care of him. Obviously, you're not a nurse, but we already talked about the connection with that. So are you still working? I guess because I have to psychically understand it. I guess
right.
we call it website design, technology, media. Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta be honest with you, as much as you may feel glued to it, I feel
Uh-huh.
like you are ready for change. And I
Yay!
think that is actually coming.
Me
I
too.
swear to you, from my mouth
Oh,
to
thank you
God's
for saying
ears,
that.
it is actually coming, and He is showing that there is going to be change for you. Undoubtedly, I'll give you
Oh,
100%
that's
that. Okay.
good. That's good to know.
Another thing, where are you located, by the way?
I'm in Virginia.
Okay, Virginia. So I'm going to draw a map really quick. It's actually funny because my other half is from Stanton, Virginia. So I just recently
Oh, I've been there. It's
here for the first time. So interestingly enough, so I made a map that goes to Virginia, and he actually says that there's going to be a move for you. So I do see packed boxes. That's my signing symbol of a move. I think it's a piggyback, though. What I mean by a piggyback, it is a double connection. One, I think that there's going to be a change in your career, we already talked about. And two, I think that there absolutely is going to be a change of address in time. And this is like in the future. I don't see you living in the United States. I believe that you have family abroad. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm so happy you're saying that because I actually plan on moving. So,
Good.
or at
Know
least I
that,
consider.
know that everything falls into place like a puzzle piece when you make that move. Now, that's not to say that your fortune isn't going to continue up into the time that you're in the United States, but I'm getting a move for you, and that I'm getting eventually, again, you'll be living abroad. Okay. And I,
Yes, that's what I want.
yeah, to be honest with you, I know
Uh,
that this is going to be hard for you to hear because you are solo, correct? Okay. So he is showing another man stepping into your life that is not to replace him, that is not for you to forget any of the memories and or bonds that you guys had. He's actually showing me that he will be responsible to place this man in your life, and you will know that there will be an essence of him. You will know right off the bat, oh my god, my husband sent this man. It happened so organically. And again, he wants you to be able to embrace this when this happens in your life. And I really think that when you make your move, that's kind of a timestamp for all of it. And again, he's not bloated on the other side. He doesn't look like a different person on the other side. He actually shows me himself. Do you know what's weird? Is he showed me It feels like he was down by the water or like a palm tree, something like this. I don't know if this would have been a picture that you guys had together, but he's showing me like down by the water. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like it could have been like something tropical or something down by the water because he actually shows me like a palm tree and he's acknowledging this is how he looks.
Wow.
Did you?
He's from the Caribbean.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Because, and you still have a picture like that, correct?
I have many pictures like that.
Awesome. Awesome. So did you guys go to the Caribbean a lot?
I actually didn't, but he spent quite a lot of time there before he met me. So I have
Because he definitely shows a strong connection to the Caribbean. And I see a picture of him. Obviously, there's palm trees in the background. This is how he looks now. Again, not holding or viewing any disability or ailment. So just know that he absolutely looks like the best version of himself. Okay. And that's his version of heaven. Like he's in the Caribbean right now.
It is his version of him.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is because it's something that was really important.
Where he wanted to be.
Yeah. Yeah. That is his version of heaven. Okay. He's in the Caribbean. And also, too, he has been able to not only meet family members that he's never met, but also he's making friends out there as well. So please know he shows the doves in his hands. That's my common sign and symbol that he is absolutely at peace, but also wants you to reach that point as well. Okay. So hold on really quick.
Oh God. Wow.
So whether this relates to somebody else around you, I'm not sure, but he just gave me the name Roger.
Oh my God. That's
Is
his name.
oh, oh my God. Okay, see, sometimes I get initials and then sometimes boom, an actual name will come out or I'll spell a name. Do you know how I got that actually?
No.
I don't know if you ever watch American Dad, but one of the main characters is Roger, and I watch that with my other half all the time, and that's what he showed me. So acknowledging that he is actually here, but also acknowledging his actual name. Okay, so hold on one second.
Oh.
He shows me also to, now, are you still connected to his family?
Yes.
He is thanking you for that. Where does the sister come in? Because he's showing sister, sister, sister. So whether that be for you or for him, where does the sister come in?
So I have a sister. He has 3 sisters.
Oh, he has, you know, it's so funny. Oh my God. Okay, so he has 3 sisters, yes?
Right. Yeah.
Boom. I'm not sure if you can see that. Boom. Because he shows me sisters, and I did not see it as 1 or 2.
Right.
Shows me 3, validating his 3 sisters. And he puts a heart over them. I'm assuming that you have contact with them, correct?
Yes.
Were you close to that family? As you know what he says, the one thing
Yeah.
that he's showing me is he made me feel, and I think this could be like a cultural background kind of situation, but I kind of feel like it wasn't a strong organic togetherness. I kind of feel like there were, he's saying how much you wanted to connect with everyone, but I think there was a part of you that kind of felt a little bit not totally connected. Is that correct?
Yes, I didn't feel totally connected, and he also
Yeah.
he wanted everybody to connect, and it wasn't
did.
happening. It was a big thing
He
to
did.
him. Like it really gave him a lot of pain.
Absolutely. And that's why he wrote down not close, validating that he so badly wanted his family to connect with you in a way that you felt completely embraced. But that never, ever changed his opinion about you. This man loves you so much. You, both of you guys were each other's world. End of story, period. And I have no doubt that you are not going to be alone. I kind of feel like there's a part of you that feels plagued of that. I'm never going to find someone that I connect with again. Well, he's going to help you. And so it's not like you just meet this new person. Like he literally
Mhm.
places this man in your life. I have no doubt when that happens, you'll look back on today's reading. And I think that's going to be the biggest surprise and the biggest like shock out of this entire experience,
Oh,
other than him actually literally saying his name. Okay.
right.
I love when that happens because I try to get as much validation as possible. Hold on one second.
Mhm.
But again, you know what I just heard actually? I
Yeah.
think what he's trying to say is that there's going to be even more of an influence in media coming up. So get ready, girlfriend. That's coming for you. But
All right.
again, so too, there's going to be many changes for you. 2023 and 2022, actually, those are milestones. Okay. So
Yeah.
please know at that time, expect change, expect progression. But eventually, you will kind of taper off from what you're currently doing and doing
Mhm.
something else. I see like balloons being released. That's my sign and symbol that this is going to be amazing for you.
Wow.
Okay. So hold on one second. I think a part of him, it took him a long time to process where he's at. He was so terrified when he passed. He was scared. I know that you saw that in his eyes.
Wow.
Was he
Absolutely.
was petrified. And I got to be honest with you, he kind of questioned his belief system exactly at that moment in time. You actually helped him with that process. That's
Yes.
why he's thanking you.
Yes.
He said
We
he was
did help
scared.
him.
Oh yeah. Oh,
We did a ceremony for him when he was dying to help him to not be afraid and to like
so
depart in peace.
right. So please know that he's giving love for you and everyone that was, of course, involved. But it's his way of acknowledging that that whole experience actually allowed him to transition with no fear. Because up until that point in time, he was scared. He was scared to leave you, he was scared to leave his family. He's showing that you're going to have more of a connection with his family up ahead. Okay. And
I
I
feel like
like,
that. I see that already happening, which is
good.
like honestly amazing. And the thing that you said about him having fear and not when we did that ceremony at the very end, his face changed and it literally lit up as if somebody turned on a light bulb next to him. It was like lighting and like there was no more fear. Like it looked like he was completely healthy and healed and he passed away literally like just a few hours later in his sleep.
Is his grandmother on the other side? Because he keeps on acknowledging that there was a mother figure that actually pulled him through to the other side. So I keep seeing the
Ah,
woman that actually grabbed him and pulled him through the other side. So
oh,
please know, walking to the other side was absolutely something that wasn't alone. I almost saw it actually as an angel because I kept on seeing her having this kind of aura around her, but she was the one to collect his soul. So know as he walks, he does not walk alone at all. And again, I don't feel like he has that many people on the other side, but he's made so many friends. And
that's him. He would make friends
yeah,
anywhere.
yeah. He's made so many friends. He's made so many friends.
It's like partying nonstop and
Yeah,
on the other side.
yeah. Because his energy feels big and loud. I mean, this guy, talks like a million miles. You know what I mean? And he
Yeah.
had a personality, and he emulates his big personality.
Yes.
Understand? Um,
Oh, God.
one more thing. Hold on one second. He says, Drew, please tell my wife that I am no longer sick, I'm no longer suffering, and I'm no longer afraid. And he says, either should you, but he says you have a lot of work to do here before your time comes, and you will not leave this physical world alone. Again, he is placing this person in your life. You are not replacing him. Okay. Because he shows again a fear to be alone. He needs you to have a life not alone. And love, he is with you. I know that you don't feel those big connections on your own. That's why people have to come to me, because I can bridge that gap. Oh, also, he's telling you to go feed the birds. There's wait. There's something about like a red cardinal. So I don't know if you see red cardinals, but he's showing like a bird feeder and he says, tell her to go
God.
feed those birds. They're starving.
I can't believe you said that. He was refilling the bird feeder every single morning. That was like his job, you know? Oh
Great.
God. And we have a lot of red cardinals outside.
Okay, boom. I was just gonna ask you, but were they red cardinals? Because I
Yeah,
didn't.
there's plenty of there's like dozens of red cardinals.
Awesome, because I didn't say pigeon. I didn't say, something random. Red cardinals, that's a very specific bird. And to be honest with you, the fact that you see them so often is kind of crazy, because I know that you just said that you're in Virginia, but
Mhm.
usually you see them like deep in the woods. So the fact that you see them,
Mm.
his way of acknowledging that he's still with you. So when you feed those birds and when you're wearing that necklace, holding the necklace, he also shows me a connection to his clothing. Have you ever wore his clothing to bed or smelled
Yes,
his clothing?
yes.
He's acknowledging as you do that, he's hugging you and cradling you. Okay. And he keeps on saying, I think that it was so hard for him to see again you and his family to not have the relationship that he wanted you guys to have. I'm glad that you said that you're starting to see those changes, because I'm going to tell you something. They still want you in their life and you guys will get closer. Mark my words on that. And mark my words again, you are not going to be alone. Okay. Also, too, I was going to say one more thing. He actually shows you on a plane leaving. There's something in the works where he showed me like a plane ticket and he shows that he's actually going to be flying with you. So definitely expect
Oh,
it does look like it goes abroad. Okay.
yes. That's so weird you said that, because I do plan on actually flying abroad, when once I can.
Awesome. Awesome. So please know that he'll be doing that with you. Okay.
That's funny. I was just thinking last night about it, and how I'm gonna be alone on the plane and
Oh,
nobody
you're not going to
oh,
you're not going to be on the loan. He's going to be right there with you. So just know, like, wouldn't that be crazy if you were on the plane and like the seat next to you was actually like vacant and empty? That would be amazing, because please know that he'll be sitting there if that happens. But he's going to sit on your lap if there is a spot that's taken. I'm telling you, he's going with you. Okay.
good.
Bring up these moments
Oh,
because he knows that you're going to be traveling. Okay. And he knows that you're going to eventually move abroad. I think that's going to be the best thing for you, actually. I really sincerely believe that. Okay. Um, the one thing that I also want to talk about too is I do see now, whether this be his family or your family, I'm getting someone isn't doing well. Someone's in trouble is what I keep hearing. And I keep getting that connection, to be honest with you. They're breeding concern over someone in the family. And it does feel like it could be relationship wise or medical wise. So whether someone's having a hard time in a relationship, or it feels as if there's some type of like split possibly in the future, but I see like hardship on relationships being together. But he's also acknowledging that there's going to be a medical concern in the family, Mark my words, it is not a death. I absolutely believe that is something that they will overcome and recover from. The reason why I have to tell you this, so
Yeah.
that it is not a major shock when that takes place. Okay. And
It's
then,
actually taking place right now. His mom is really sick.
what did you say?
His mom is really sick, so
You know
that's
what?
really happening right now.
Crazy, 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 crazy. Hopefully you can see this, but see at the top where it says mom.
Yes.
So please know. Now, are you talking to his mom?
Um,
Because that's where the problem is. Remember when I mentioned uh not yeah, he wrote down not close. I
yes.
feel like it starts with her.
Yes. Oh my God. I
I
can't
feel
believe you
like,
said that.
do you know what he gave me? I don't know if you ever saw that movie with Jennifer Lopez, Monster in Law, but he's kind of like giving me that. Obviously, that's a dramatic version.
Right.
But when he said, that again, you don't have the bond that you want to have or that he really wanted you to have. I definitely felt like I kept on hearing mom, and that's where the problems start. Because again, he does have three sisters from what I wrote down, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But you do talk to some of them, right? Because I do feel like positive energy coming from
Yes.
them. But I feel like his mom, man, she is stubborn. And you know what? It's not about you. I kind of feel like whether it be a religious thing or a cultural different background or
Mhm.
just them being old school, is there any connection there?
Um, well, there's definitely different cultural background.
Because what he shows me is different culture background, but he also says, Drew, I'm going to be the first to say that my mom is not easy to get along with. And I kind of feel like nobody is good enough for him. That's the way that his mom acts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But definitely puts a medical reference over her. And you said that you understand that. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. She's having a lot of health issues right now.
Yeah, that much is clear. Do you know what was weird too? Is I kept on hearing like, so I definitely feel like there's something that's gonna happen that feels like upper respiratory related,
Oh,
chest related, and then also too, he shows that eventually there could be something that even affects the like when I'm tapping into her energy, I feel really drained. I feel depleted. And I also feel like something that eventually could be like either like a hip replacement or some type of surgery, but he's also showing issues in her feet that will also happen. But there's no doubt that again, he references someone in his family with a medical connection. I don't think it's her time to leave, but
yeah.
he definitely referenced that. And then he wrote mom. Okay.
Oh,
I think the last thing that he wants to say to you in closing is that he misses you so much. And he keeps on saying, Drew, I wish I can hug my wife. I
oh,
wish that I can hold her. I wish she can feel me because he says that it's so hard for him to be able to see you. So if you're wondering, does he
yes, I do ask
yeah,
about that.
absolutely, absolutely. Interestingly enough, like spirit can watch a shower. Now, of course, if it's a
That's a good thing.
yeah. Of course, it's a family member. They do have
Right.
memories, but he can hear you. He can read your mind, and he can see you. Do you ever talk out loud and talk to him?
Sometimes, yeah.
So please know the times that you do, which you might feel like, oh my God, what I'm doing.
Right.
He hears you. So do that more. Do that more, okay? He absolutely does hear you. Thank you so much for giving me the
Oh,
opportunity. I hope to God that this experience was way more validating than those bogus psychics you went to. And I'm so sorry that you felt like you were taken advantage of. Again, keep in mind, I have so many clients, and I always encourage people if you want to experience something else, go for that because that's fun and that's validating. We all work so differently, and I'm friends with a lot of psychics. There is no competition here. I support everybody, and I look at my clients like my friends and family because you guys are really my world. My job is a yelling, it is not a calling, it's my life, and it just means so much that you allowed me the opportunity to connect with you. And I really, really hope to God that you felt in resonant with the reading and connection in the reading. Do you feel like this experience perhaps changed your mind?
I 100%. I mean, thank you so much. Honestly, this like blew my mind. I never expected anything like this. And to tell the truth, like I kept thinking that you're my husband's friend. I was like, wait, you've never actually met him. Like, how do you know these things about him? Like, you know how he is. It felt like you guys were together, and you were just obviously just telling me what
Well,
you told me, right?
the one thing I think people like about me is I'm always honest about what I can do and what I can't do. And luckily, I can do many, many things. But he did all the work. I didn't do anything. I am literally just the messenger. Like I said, I have no control of what comes forward. Hun, thank you so much. I wish you the happiest holidays. Really know that this is him stepping forward, and know that when those milestones come in, he's a part of that. Know when somebody else comes into your life, he's a part of that. Know when you move, he's literally going to do that with you. Okay. And know that you can talk to them. They love to be talked to, they love to be told happy birthday. So
Oh,
definitely talk to him more, because he
I
said
will.
talk, but you might feel a little silly about that. He can hear you.
Oh, thank you, Drew. Thank you so much. You are truly amazing. I've
You know,
never met anybody like you. I mean, thank you. You're the real deal.
thank you so much. But your husband, again, did all the work and he's truly amazing. So I'm going to leave you with that, love. It was such a pleasure. Please take care of yourself and have an amazing holidays.